Hello, and welcome, my Gemini collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign. Welcome to your 8-card draw. What do I need read for this full moon in Libra, waning to new in Aries? I am your reader, Angelo Lyons. Mal, for short, professional witch, professional intuitive, president of Drawing the Circle Productions, the Archangel of Lyons, Angelo Lyons. But you can call me Mal. Hey, my gems. Hope you are not just being outrageous or truly outrageous or even truly outrageous. I hope you are truly outrageous and happy to be serving you all today. Let's get to business. Before we get down to business, my book Words of Grace is up on Kindle. Words of Grace from a Professional Witch by Angelo Lyons. Links in the description box if you want to go check it out, because you can actually preview, I think it's like the first 20 pages or something. And I learned you do not need Kindle in order to get a Kindle. You just need the Kindle app. So live and learn. I'm 52 years old. I know I don't look it. Thank you very much. But, you know, some days it takes a millennial to point things out, and I'm wicked glad for them. Dylan Martinson, my Kindle editor, is just a genius. So go check it out. It's a good book. I have to say, I promote a lot of people, but this I can promote because I wrote it and it's really good. Anyway, that being said, I'm also doing paid and free Zoom workshops and classes and stuff on my Drawing the Circle Productions Facebook page. Links are in the description box for that too. So if you want to book me for a reading or anything like that, I am available. Hardest working witch you'll probably ever meet, except for some, right? We're all in a good company there. Ready as the Virgo that I am, ruled by Mercury, just like the Geminis that I'm reading for, or their crotch watchers, their cross watchers. So I guess that's about enough of that business. Let's talk about now your business. We are doing an 8-card draw, 1 card from 8 different decks. To this time we've got 4 oracles, 2 healing systems, 2 tarot decks to get you the clues, tips, and hints that you need. So what do I need, read? For a specific timeline. The full moon in Libra on Sunday, March 28th, 2:48 p.m. all times Eastern. I am in New York, and I don't like doing math if not necessary. The waning moon, right? So it's going from full to new. The waning moon to the new in Aries on Sunday, April 11th, 10:31 p.m. So what do you need to let go of, to release, to forgive, to alchemize from lead to gold? Lead having 3 more atoms than gold. Lead is an insulator, gold is a conductor, right? So that symbolic process of letting go of stuff, waning moon, right? Other than that, standard YouTube reading rules apply. It's a general read. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Check your other signs to get more information, perhaps about what we are about to look at here, or a totally different situation that the divine that you need to know about. The divine's like, yeah, you kind of need to know about this, or maybe you really need to know about this. Otherwise, all that I can ask of anyone watching any of my readings is both feet on the floor if you can, not mandatory, obviously you do you. Focus on your breath if you will. I will do the same to get you the clarity, guidance, and grace that I am contracted to do in this life, obviously on YouTube, and for clients all around the world. So, let's get up in this gig. All the decks that I read are always listed in the bottom of the description box with links, so you can check them out and get more info on them, because I'm really good at promoting other people's stuff, still learning how to promote my own stuff. So enough is enough. Please take a nice deep breath. Yeah, and away we go. Using the Carolyn Mace archetype deck, please, my collective pantheons of angels, archangels, goddesses, gods, ascended masters, ancestors of magic, miracles, and mysticism. New deck we added for these reads, and the higher selves of all involved. 5th dimension and above, 8th chakra and above, using the Caroline Mace archetype cards. What is the most dominant archetype the Gemini collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign watching this video, receiving this reading, needs to be aware of, whether it's their own archetype they're dealing with, somebody else, a larger situation, holographically, all of that, some of that, please. This full moon in Libra, waning to new in Aries. You've got the healer archetype. Ding, 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 ding. Now, every archetype is neutral. It's a balance of light and shadow, toxic and healthy, lead and gold, which is why the shadow attribute on every single one of these Caroline Mace archetype cards are supposed to be triggering. The shadow attribute is what you don't want to look at within yourself or acknowledge, or if you have, you don't want anybody else to know about it, right? You want to keep it in the shadow. The light is what you are shooting for. So here's your basic alchemy. family. Whether you are the healer, or you're dealing with a healer, or there's a larger situation that's moving this healer archetype soul power forward. The shadow attribute, taking advantage of those who need help. I mean, horrible, but happens, right? Failing to care for oneself. And look, I have so many friends who are healers. And particularly after this past year of isolation, a lot of the healers have totally had to learn how to take care of themselves, right? To apply, and as a result, learned new stuff that they can, of course, serve with, right? And maybe that's part of your light attribute here. Passion to serve others by repairing the body, mind, and spirit. Ability to help transform pain into healing, which is alchemy unto itself. This is one of the healing family archetypes. There are 9 families. That's one of them, the healing family, but you could say this is sort of like the major arcana of that. So cool. Now, what's great about having the healer as the first card down is so many of the rest of these decks have directly to do with healing, particularly the healing systems. Carolyn Mace, one of them, Matt Kahn, the other, but this is the Healing Angels Oracle by Doreen Virtue. So let's see what angel you need to work with. Please take a nice deep breath. Yes, my angels of air and the sign of Gemini, please. One card in clarity for the Gemini collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign watching this video, receiving this reading, who's dealing with or needs to deal with the healer archetype within themselves, somebody else, situation, all of that, some of that. Who's the healing angel they most need to work with? This full moon in Libra, waning to new in Aries. My beloved angels, the angels is self-acceptance. You'd totally be about somebody really needing to heal their self-acceptance issues because they're a healer. Like, everybody can heal, but to have that archetype in play in your life for a reason, a season, or a lifetime, I have it lifetime. Like, I was born a healer. Wait till my book, wait till my autobiographies come out there. 3 autobiographies. I'm gonna write the 3 levels of power. Oh, good God. So, you know, the self-acceptance. Now, self-acceptance, the mantra I use for self-acceptance is, it's okay. It's okay that you're tired, Mark. It's okay that you're burned out. It's okay that you still have 10,000 other things to do today, but no energy to do it. It's okay to take a nap. It's okay to feel this way. And it's okay to be angry. And it's okay to be judgmental. But that's to give it room to breathe, not for it to take over. It's actually the unconditional love of self-acceptance. But to call in the healing angel of that, it's okay. You know, it's okay to want to torch the house, just don't, right? It's okay that it's not okay is a big one, right? And it facilitates emotional release, and it's just a healing thing. It doesn't mean it's okay to go slash their tires. No. It's okay to want to slash their tires. It's not okay to actually do it. I can tell them from New York. Okay, let's stay with the angelic vein here, right? So we've got the healer archetype with the angel of self-acceptance. We're going to use the crystal oracle to work with Archangel Ariel, one of the 3 archangels of the north, right? There's Ariel, Uriel, and Auriel. So A-R-I-E-L, U-R-I-E-L, A-U-R-I-E-L. Powers of the north, right? Direction of the north, powers of earth. And my personal archangel, because she's the archangel of Lyons. I'm not shitting, hooking it up. My name is Angelo Lyons, so, you know, you gotta go with the signs. Please breathe. Because I love her so much. Oh, my beloved Archangel Ariel, please, one card in clarity for this beloved Gemini collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign watching this video, receiving this reading. What is the crystal oracle card, like what's written in the book, or the stone itself? Maybe they have it, maybe they need it, maybe some of that, all of that. Working with this angel of self-acceptance to alchemize this healer archetype from lead to gold. This full moon in Libra. It was 2. Waning to new in Aries, March, April 2021. Please just leave the card right in my hand. Yeah, the close but no cigar. That's the one. Calcite, lovely. I have calcite. I love calcite. It comes in different colors. This one looks to be more the white / clear yellowish kind of vibe there, but I have a lot of orange calcite. A lovely stone, and clear calcite you can also find, I believe, as Icelandic spar, which is wicked clear, and if you hold it in the sunlight, there's a ray of light that always points north. I'm a witch. I know these things. Sorry, calcite just zoomed right past it. Where are you? Alphabetical. Okay, calcite. Keywords: energy, vitality, enhanced memory, good for Gemini, study, that's cool, communication, very third house Gemini, I mean that is one of the keywords, third house Gemini, and expansion. So energy, vitality, enhanced memory, study, communication, and expansion. Your energy levels are on the increase, and you will soon feel a newfound sense of vitality and enthusiasm for life. Would make sense with the healing archetype. An exciting new venture is in store. You will find yourself communicating your ideas and feelings to others with clarity and certainty. People will pay attention and will want to be part of your venture. Now, the next two decks that hit the table are the two tarot, so I feel like that's going to clarify this if this does not make sense with the self-acceptance and the healer just yet. Calcite is also about the expanded awareness, which stems from knowledge, study, and learning. This magical crystal will assist you in your studies and enhance your memory. It will also help you put your knowledge to good use in ways that expand the possibilities for life. Okay, so energy, vitality coming in, enhanced memory with study, communicating your ideas that people are going to want to like support in some way, shape, or form, which of course leads to an expansion in some way, shape, or form. Now, it might be that you have some creativity in place, some ideas, some knowledge that you want to make practical. You know, maybe it takes more than one person to do. So this healing of your own self-acceptance, like, okay, I don't know how to do this by myself. Well, it's okay. This is why collaboration exists, etc. However you play that out. All right, one healing system, two oracles. Let's get some tarot on the table here. This is where we really get the narratives that we need. Please take a nice deep breath. My goddesses of air and the sign of Gemini, please. Cat hair on the nose, please. One. I snuggle my boys. I can't help it. They want to snuggle. I give it to them. Then I end up with cat hair on my face. Please, one card in clarity, my beloved goddesses. For the Gemini collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Sun, watching this video, receiving this reading through the Daughters of the Moon Tarot. What do they need to be aware of inside of themselves? Heart, throat, third eye, crown, right? Emotional power, power of choice, mental power, and spiritual power in the crown. Considering they are dealing with, they need to deal with the angel of self-acceptance, to alchemize the healer archetype with calcite, energy, vitality, expansion, communication, study, memory retention. What do they need to be aware of inside of themselves? This very third eye stuff here, and throat chakra. This full moon in Libra, waning to new in Aries, and you've got the Leo card, Chantico. On the inside, the Queen of Wands. Now, this is your energy. Yeah, I guess it could be inspired by someone with Leo energy, but it's fixed fire. Fifth house, creativity, good fortune, pleasure. It's a really, really lovely. I love Leos. I love being a Leo rising. Can you tell? Leo rising. But this is really then talking about your creativity, your element of fire, and your ability to focus that fire. Now, I believe everybody incarnate, this should be like new planetary law. Everybody is allowed to have one zodiacal bias of the zodiac because it transcends race and age and gender and all of that stuff. Geminis, y'all need to be supervised. I don't care what your placement is. Woo, there's a lot going on there, right? So for you to focus, right, you're mutable air. Hey, look, I'm mutable earth Virgo with mutable water Pisces moon. So I get it, right? We never quite sit still in our particular elements that way. But to say there is something here that is worth focusing on inside of you, bringing it into alignment, element of fire, that Leo energy inside, perhaps wanting to put your creativity out there, whether it's art or your truth or, you know, creativity. I'm actually doing a Deepak Chopra, Oprah Winfrey 21-day meditation challenge. I got the app. It's free. It's all free, right? And this one's about getting unstuck. And the one today was about creativity. So here it is on the table. And it really is saying in any given moment, you always have access to your own inner creativity because just what your cells are doing is constant creativity. And it's just really good. This is good. And you have access to it. But I could see where the self-acceptance, right? To say, yeah, I have this thing in me. I don't know if I'm up for it. I don't know if it's like, it's okay to feel that way, right? Like very rarely, unless people have really the support and all the tools they need, do they get an inspiration and instantly bring it down into form. Unless it's like what you want for dinner, right? This is obviously something larger than that, having to do with your healing of not necessarily self-esteem. Self-esteem is a verb. It's something you do. It's not something you have. That's revolutionary, by the way. But self-acceptance, saying, you know, I am where I am. You know, I didn't come out the womb understanding algebra. I'm 52. I still don't. Right? I didn't know how to drive a car at age 2. You don't deride a child for that, right? So why deride yourself for where you are right now? Just says, hey, it's where we are. And then you can relax and then allow these ideas to come through you, because who's to say they're even your ideas? Maybe they are inspirations given by the divine to help heal you just in the expressing of it. What does this look like on the outside if that's the inside? Mythic Tarot. Please take a nice deep breath. Because this can be not just some aspect of the physical part of this root, sacrum, solar plexus dynamic, right, in the physical world. And I'm just going to get my wiggle on down there. But it could also be how you appear from the outside looking in. Could be both. Breathe. Yeah, my gods of fire and the sign... my gods of air and the sign of Gemini. Really feeling that. It's just that Leo energy is so strong and focused, but I feel like it's hidden, like it's being kept in the shadow almost. Please, my gods of air and the sign of Gemini. There you are. One card in clarity for the Gemini collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign, watching this video, receiving this reading. What is the piece that they need to know about on the outside here to help them, you know, to deal with this healer archetype that needs to be alchemized? Them, themselves, somebody else, right? Some situation, calling in the angel of self-acceptance, working with calcite, energy, vitality, just feeling that vibe there, right? Communication, memory retention, study, education, expansion, all that with that Queen of Wands, the Maiden of Flames, Chantico, baking the loaves, putting it in a contained fixed fire to transform cornmeal and water and ingredients into bread. Please, what do they need to be aware of outside of themselves? This full moon in Libra, waning to new in Aries. Well, there you have it. Ace of Wands. A new impulse, a new desire, a new beginning, a spark has been created, right? A new venture coming at you or coming from you. That's what I mean about from the, it's a general read. From the outside looking in, this could be you with all of this queen energy, right? All this Leo energy inside of you, fixed and focused, holding that Ace of Wands, that torch. Now, I just want to check, did somebody have the Ace of Wands already? Why do I feel like I saw that before? Citrine wheel, no, must have been a private read, you know, and it blends in the head after a while. Yep, nope, just checking, nope, okay. So really, this initiation, right, this starting, and oh, by the way, this is Zeus in the Ace of Wands here, holding the golden fleece, initiating the cycle here, the world in one hand, very much like the card of the Emperor, if you look at it, because he is also the Emperor in this deck. So there's definitely an initiation, and this could be that this opportunity is coming to you, something you need to be aware of. Keeping in mind it is waning moon, it makes sense for that healing to like heal and release what needs to be let go of so that you can really approach this come the new moon in Aries. And by the way, a new moon in Aries is pretty amazing because it's new moon, number one, and it's Aries, first sign of the zodiac. So it's really both like inner and outer. New moon is sun conjunct moon. So you really can't beat that to initiate something. Now I just realized these readings are probably going to be important for a lot of people if they need some clarity about, you know, what do I want to do next, or what do I want to begin here, particularly because we are in spring as well. A lot of Aries energy. Okay. We got our tarot narrative on the table. This definitely feels more like creativity. I don't know that this is about, you know, romance or anything like that. But we'll see. We've got 3 more cards to go. Our second healing system, the Matcon Healing Mantra deck. Particularly for air signs, mantras are good because it gives you something to do with the mind while you're waiting, right? Or if you get that telepathic barrage of what everybody else is thinking. The word mantra from Sanskrit, well, Sanskrit, one word can have many different meanings. Can mean mind tool, which I like, but my favorite is to cover or to protect. So it's sort of like Om Namah Shiva, Om Namah Shiva, Om Namah Shiva, Om Namah Shiva. But these are in English and they're wonderful. Breathe. My Ascended Masters, please, one card in clarity. Yeah, General Assembly, please, one card in clarity. For the Gemini Collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Sun, watching this video, receiving this reading, what is the perfect healing mantra they need to work in tandem with maybe a piece of calcite and the healing angel of self-acceptance to alchemize the healer archetype from lead to gold with this Queen of Wands, Chantico, fixed fire, creativity inside of them, and this Ace of Wands coming from or going towards them. What is the mantra that will help them with all of this? The perfect healing mantra for them this full moon in Libra, waning to new in Aries. Releasing expectations. Only the highest possibilities come to be, whether I envision them or not. Really good. Really, really good. There's that expansion. This is, I mean, I've used this one a lot because if you are, for example, self-employed and you have a genius idea, but you don't know how to pull it off and you need to do the healing, I've been there, done that. Really, you have no idea how many entrepreneurs I read for. People are like, I really want to do this, but I don't know how. I'm like, yeah, it's planet Earth right now. Releasing expectations, only the highest possibilities come to be, whether I envision them or not. Now, how would I know that? Because I've gotten this card a lot. Now, when you release expectations, it is no longer your job to be in control of reality. Because it never was. Right? You're not in control. None of us are in control of reality. You are a soul birthed from the fabric of destiny, where only the perfection of universal will takes shape and form. Now, that doesn't mean you have to agree with that for that to be the truth. You know, there's difference between what's true and the truth. It may not seem true to you, but then there is universal, immutable truth. Just saying. Once expectations are released, a life beyond your wildest imagination is given permission to enter your reality. And I've dated Geminis. I got some pretty fucked up, wild imaginations. I'm a little scared at what might be on that. What might be beyond that for a Gemini. This mantra is ideal for having more faith, learning how to trust, and alleviating disappointment. Wow, I forgot that those were in there at the end. Only the highest possibilities come to be, whether I envision it or not. So it doesn't mean like because you didn't get what you want, oh, I guess I had the wrong thing on my vision board. Remember this, the ego, which is a piece of the soul that it's in the most earliest stages of incubation, right? It's unraveling little by little. It's like the egg, the caterpillar, the cocoon, and the butterfly, right? It's going to learn your spirituality language, right? Whatever it is that you use, and out of fear, try and protect you, right? It's like, well, then we need to do more mantras. We need to do more. We need to do energy tapping and Reiki. Well, Reiki everything, and I've done that. Only to be exhausted anyway, and at the end anyway. And the God saying, when you're ready for it, it will come. The reason you want it so much, and there's a lot of fire here, is because intuitively you are tapping into something that is in your future, but that it is a journey. So just release your expectations. Even Abraham Hicks, which blessed be, the teachings of Abraham are great, and 10 billion videos, right? Easy to access online. And I don't have any gripe with Abraham Hicks or Abraham or any of that. It's what people have done with it, or I should say what the spiritual ego even collectively has done with it, to use the laws of attraction as ways of beating ourselves up because we didn't get what we wanted. It's not about that. It's about the journey of the soul, right? This is, and that's why I don't have 10 billion subscribers on my YouTube channel, because it's just the truth. You're just the truth. We're in control. I mean, this is about saying, you know what, I was never in control of it anyway, and I can visualize all day long. And you know what, there's a difference between the possible and the probable. They say everything's possible. I can't snap my fingers and turn into Nell Carter, at least not yet, right? So at this point, the probability of that's zero. Let's just be honest, right? I do not have that power, and if I did, would I be on YouTube? No, I'd be shape-shifting all over the world, right? Then to put teleporting with that, blinking, like Uncharmed, oh my God. That'd be a book. But, you know, to release expectations, and with what we have all been through this past year or so, No idea what's going to happen next. Still in the crucible, still going through planetary transformation here, and all of us are a part of that. So to use that to relax, to expand, right? To allow the information that's studying, you know, with this calcite to come in. And I can feel what this healer archetype is about. It's like, oh, honey, you haven't done anything wrong. I love you. Let's get into balance. Right? And maybe this is you having this conversation with somebody else or someone having this conversation with you, but it feels like there's a new inspiration here that you've been burned before. Who the fuck hasn't? Right? Oh, not me. Don't say that. The gods will make sure you get burned as soon as possible. But for you to release your expectations, just say, great, there's a higher plan, whatever. Whatever. Last two cards down. Now this deck is the new deck. It is the magical spell cards, Lucy Cavendish. So it's not really technically an oracle, but I'm going to use it like one. I've dedicated it to the ancestors of magic, miracles, and mysticism. They're like spell tips. The majority of them are rhyming couplets, which I take issue with some of the rhyme and meter of some of them, but that's me. And I think they're a really nice addition. I was going to do an unboxing and a review before I did these readings, and my guides were like, no, use it in a series of 12, then review it. But I like them. Good old Blue Angel Publishing. I'm digging them a lot. Ready? Let's ask the ancestors. Please take a nice deep breath. Oh, here they come, my ancestors. And the ancestors of this Gemini collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, the ancestors of magic, miracles, and mysticism for the Gemini watching this video, receiving this reading. What is the little spell tip, clue, or hint that the ancestors have for them to help them along with this healer archetype being alchemized with the angel of self-acceptance, calcite, Queen of Wands inside, a real strong, fixed, creative energy there with that Ace of Wands, opportunity, inspiration, releasing expectations. What is the little piece of magic you would have them do this full moon in Libra, waning to new in Aries, my beloved ancestors? Oh, that's the one. B to the E to the A to the U to the T-Y. Beauty. It's not easy being beautiful. I have a form which is divine. I allow what is within to shine. I have a form which is divine. I allow what is within to shine. Off by one beat. Damn it. They almost had it. Stickler. Beauty. What a great little spell, right? I have a form which is divine, saying that I have a higher self. I have a soul. I have a form which is divine. I allow what is within to shine. Talking about self-acceptance and healing. This feels good. Now, beauty, how that manifests, right? Physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, some of that, all of that. That's really cool. And you know what? I gotta say, it's very Leo. And this is what's inside of you, right? This is heart, third eye, crown. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. I like this deck. It's not rocket science, but yet it's very informative, and in a general reading, I'm sure going to give people that one piece of detail, right? Well, particularly if the self-acceptance, if you don't think of yourself as physically beautiful, this would make sense, right? That there's a healing there, that you're not the body anyway. your soul was chosen like an actor to play a role in this life with this name and this body. Well, not this you, but we're all one at the core, right? And that might be what this is about too. Please take a nice deep breath. Last card down, the higher selves of all involved. Now I know that this deck, putting it last, can be a real party turner, and all of a sudden we're in a totally different meaning for every card on the table, so please, the higher selves of all involved. Fifth dimension and above 8th chakra and above one card in clarity for this Gemini collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign watching this video, receiving this reading. What is the Whisper of Love from the Whisper of Love Oracle? The piece of information, inspiration, or insight that is a Gemini needs with this healer archetype, self-acceptance, calcite, Queen of Wands on the inner, Ace of Wands on the outer, releasing expectations and beauty because they have a form which is divine and they can allow what is within to shine. This full moon in Libra, waning to new in Aries. Choose love. You always have a choice as to what you should do. A little on the vague side, but I think this is about self-love. This is about embracing your beauty. Now, beauty, again, like I said, there are plenty of beauty bloggers and beauty channels on YouTube, right? But Matt Kahn got his card on the table, Releasing Expectations. This is a lecture or something he did maybe last year or the year before. And he said to really accept what's beautiful in you is what's worthy in you. And what's worthy in you is what's beautiful in you. So even a heartbreak where you were like destroyed, a part of you, right, that needed to be destroyed was destroyed by that. That pain and that suffering, there is beauty in there. There is healing in there. And I'm using that as just like an example I think that most people can, what's the word I'm looking for? Understand, right? It's like, yeah, afterwards you see the transformation that happens, but while you're in the moment, not so much, right? So to choose love and you know, whatever arises, love that. Matt Kahn is one of his books. It's like, I feel like Matt Kahn's kind of written all over this one. So that self-acceptance, it really does start with, hey, I'm on a healing journey like everybody else on planet Earth, and it's okay where I am because I can't get there. I couldn't get from there to where I'm going without here right now. And that's just truth. That is just truth. Nobody goes from womb to Columbia graduate, right, in one day. It doesn't work that way. It's a journey. We came into this world to experience the creativity of linear time, because in the higher dimensions, it's like in a dream where you go, you know, blueberry pie, poof, there's a blueberry pie, right? But the blueberry pie was thinking about you too. So you manifesting each other. Unity! All right, let me put this all together in a blessing. I have the grace of prayer as my grace of prayer is one of the graces in the book, Words of Grace. So let me show you how it works. Please take a nice deep breath. My collective pantheons, please, may this Gemini collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign watching this video, receiving this reading, be blessed with all that they need this full moon to new moon next, that they may release expectations, only the highest possibilities coming to be, whether they envision them or not, so that when they call in this angel of self-acceptance that they need to work with, they can really relax and give themselves space, and that compassion, that energy, that vitality, part of their education, their expansion, and their ability to communicate their ideas and their creativity, which is very much inside of them, that they need to embrace, that lovely Queen of Wands, Leo energy inside of themselves, that fixed fire, that creativity, like bread in the oven, transforming and becoming something that heals and nurtures and feeds, which is so beautiful. Their own internal beauty coming out as well here, because they have a form which is divine, and may they allow what is within to shine, because this healer archetype that is alchemizing into the light, into the gold of passion to serve others by repairing the body, mind, and spirit, ability to help transform pain into healing, their own, someone else's, a situation, all of that, some of that, because this new opportunity, this Ace of Wands, is just headed to them or from them in initiation for a new moon in Aries, which is pretty awesome, so that they may choose the love that they need to choose, because they always have a choice as to what they should do. Gemini, yes, no, maybe, huh, back and forth. May they be blessed with all that they need this full moon in Libra to new moon next in Aries, for their well-being, the healing of all involved in this situation, and for the healing of all. So motivate. And so it is. There's your read. You liked it? Like it. Want more? Subscribe. Want to comment? Please do. Feel like sharing? Yeah. Want to do the notification bell? Hit that bell. And read my book, Words of Grace from a Professional Witch. It's definitely in my voice, but I wrote it during a horrible dark night of the soul. And I think that's why it's helped so many people. Just read the reviews. You'll be able to tell in the book. There are some on the Amazon page itself, but I didn't realize how blessed I was going through that horrible situation, which transformed me root to crown and beyond. Yeah. So thank you so much for watching. Really my pleasure doing this for you, and wishing you the very best and the very blessed of this full moon to new moon next March into April 2021. My gems, stay outrageous. Hail. Farewell and blessed be.